Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good? It's finally happening after all this time. We got ourselves part timer season 2. And good lord, thinking about how far back anime has come for me and where this anime actually sits on like my most not most watched like my first watched instead of just like my most or like my favorites or whatever. This is one of the shows I had been introduced to through Netflix, just having random anime, and I did not understand why it had such a weird title. So I kept scrolling past it, watching everything else. From the samurai, I was watching everything else from like the Samurai Champloo to Cowboy Bebop and um, Chrome Shell Rios. There was a Soul Eater, Tokyo Majin. There was a lot of shows that I was introduced to thanks to Netflix. And the next thing I know, I was running out of shows, and The Devil is a Part Timer just kept showing its face. And I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to try it. And it ended up being one of the funnier animes, and it made me look for comedies. So now, fast forward all the years that this show has been missing, and I honestly, for what, like, until around 3, 4 years ago, maybe, I honestly thought this show was done. Like, I thought, yeah, they could probably do something else, but I figured because there was nothing going on with it, that it was just forgotten, and it was either going to be rebooted and redone, and here we are getting the second part of a first season that has been AFK for, it's been MIA for years and years, giving me so much more hope for other shows like Hunter x Hunter. But that studio is a whole lot different than this one, I believe, when it comes down to going back to old works. And some people have noticed that the animation style looks a wee bit different. I think it looks a little bit more polished, actually, which is a funny thing because if it is the same people working on it, they clearly got a better idea of the animation style that they want to go with. And it does have a little bit more of that modern day look to it. So I'm not entirely sure if that's a turnoff for people, but for me, it felt uh, it felt pretty expected in my opinion. Like it didn't feel like something I wasn't going to see, and I think it doesn't remind me of anything that's too new. For instance, like the Uncle from Another World or whatever. That animation style is a lot more like feels cell shaded than it does like how this one does. But regardless, having the whole crew back and doing things is awesome. This is the first time I think I'm ever actually watching it in sub. I think I always had seen this show in dub, so this is the first time I think I'm actually hearing all the actors and their sub voices. So this is also a new journey for your boy. I'm hoping the dub comes out sooner than later, so I can also just binge watch that as well. But regardless, this is a goated anime and it is back, and I hope people truly do go back, rewatch it if you haven't, and really do give this anime a shot because this week's episode was pretty hilarious, and of course it led to us seeing the hero and the devil pretty much getting back on the worst foot with each other, so close to killing each other that a baby inside of an apple who was the apple pretty much saved him from the sacred blade, which is hilarious. But now we have a new problem child, no pun intended, and she is saying that the demon and the hero are its mom and dad. So I can't wait to see. This is clearly all a ploy from the girl we see in the beginning, taking the tree's like life essence or something. So now we just have to see exactly where that is going to lead. And I'm curious to see what y'all are thinking. So I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.